Alrighty, how's everyone doing today? It isn't really as bad as it seems. It's just that I'm not photogenic and also my face is covered in Vicks Vapor Rub. Hashtag not sponsored, by the way. Um, so it looks worse than it is. But let's get started. You guys are not late at all. I had some green screen issues while I was setting up earlier. That's what that one line is all about. So, yeah, we've got quite a bit queued up to do. I've got the chat pulled up on my phone. I'm not sure how long that's gonna last. So, yeah, let's get going. Y'all can hear me, right? Um, okay, I hear it from my phone. That might be echoing. Let me turn off the volume there. So, first, we've got a couple of Claire designs left over from last week that were originally mocked up on Azalea dolls. Let me pull these designs up while I'm at it. That's Atlantica. Here's Beast's Castle. It was a little bit jarring to see this character um, without her hallmark features that make her her. So, anyway, let's just go down to like a size 10 for this and turn my correction up. And okay, immediately something's wrong. That's what's wrong. So, how's everybody doing today? Doing all right? Um, I actually feel surprisingly good today. Um, like aside from the just being sick, like emotionally, it's great. Um, but yeah, I am taking care of myself here. I've got a mug of Earl Grey tea sitting off screen, and I'm staying hydrated. Obviously, I've got my face coated in anti congestion stuff, um, which is why I'm not wearing makeup. One, because it would mess with the transparency of the makeup, and two, I don't want my makeup smelling like Vicks Vapor Rub. um, Not that I minded. I actually kind of like the smell of it, because menthol is in the mint family, so it kind of reminds me of minty smells that I like. So it's not bad. Um, but I also realize that I am very much in the minority here. Alright, so there's her face. Actually, let me reference a previous drawing I did of her. Um, oh boy, my throat is already starting to itch. I'm really sorry about that. I had so many plans for today, just. Ugh. But that's okay. So, somewhere in here, I've got a drawing of Claire. Yeah, her face is a little bit shorter than what I drew here. So, we're just gonna erase that just a touch and make her face a little more round. And I'm not going to stress myself too much about how many pieces I get done today, just because, let's see, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 links in her braids. Can't really keep anything else on model, but this is so off-center. I'm just gonna erase this. In the meantime, what's going on? Yeah, we did watch that movie last night. I did not sleep very well. I went to bed at like 1, but I don't think I actually fell asleep until around 3. But that's just because my brain wouldn't shut up. So it's... what can you do sometimes? Anyway, that's a little more centered. What's going on in chat? Nothing else? Okay. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. One of these days I have to learn how to draw slightly more realistic braids, but for now this is fine. Let's see, before I go back to the other one to draw it, I'm just gonna take a sip of tea right here. Huh, this mug is left-handed. Oh well, that's interesting. We have a lot of left-handed mugs for some reason, even though the only person who might have at one time been left-handed is my brother, but we're all right-handed now. He was trained out of that as a small child, but let's see, what do we have for links here? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh, yeah, never mind. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then we've got her hair tie right there. Originally I was just gonna wear a casual t-shirt because, you know, I felt like today should probably be a more casual stream, but the only one I had was brown, and the computer did not know whether to key it out or not, so I had to switch to this red one, which is way too dressy for what I intended today. But it was either this shirt or one of my dad's old sports jerseys, and I did not want to appear like I had a preference when it comes to sports ball, so I decided to go with this one. Also, it's better to try and just keep logos out of your videos in general, unless the logo is the point of the video. So yeah, just avoiding copyright like a boss. Nothing new in chat, huh? Oh well. But yeah, I'm excited for today, because we've got a lot to do. And whether we get it done or not, I think it should be fun. What to talk about? Let's see, what's new, Scooby-Doo? Let's see. Anybody have anything to talk about? I know Sir Kunamut was just streaming Chain of Memories. I found out why I've been stuck. I did not make any Moogle rooms, so I didn't have any spell cards when fighting the parasite cage. And, yeah, that explains why I kept losing. So, yeah, apparently Moogle rooms are more important in Chain of Memories than they were in the original Kingdom Hearts. So yeah, that was embarrassing. When I finish my art stuff for today, I might go and see if I can't make some Moogle rooms. He's gonna be streaming again, by the way, after this stream. This is sort of like an intermission between streams so that he could watch mine, which I really appreciate. Thank you for tuning in. It's nice to have you here, both of you. But, yeah, he'll be streaming again later. He kind of just started the game. I'll tell you more about that. So, yeah, ugh, those hands. But yeah, after I finish the streaming and art stuff for today, I am gonna try and see if I can't fix my mistakes in Chain of Memories. If only I could talk. If I could only actually factually talk. It would be great if I could articulate. And it would be grand if you could understand. The old movie, Charlotte's Web, I believe. Now I have that song stuck in my head. So, yeah, I'm just gonna take a sip of tea and move on to the other design. How is the volume level, by the way? Am I popping or anything? If there's anything particularly annoying in the audio that I can fix, that isn't just my internet is bad problem, please let me know. I believe it's called I Can Talk. It's from Charlotte's Web. I might post the link in the chat just to see if you guys would would you guys like me to post the link to the song in the chat? Okay. The old Charlotte's Web movie did not really age very well, as far as I'm concerned. But, you know, you grow up with it, you put on the nostalgia goggles, and sometimes you can pretend it's fine. Mostly it's the audio. It was, what year was it? But some of the animation is really yeesh. I understand why E.B. White himself didn't like it. Alright, so for Atlantica, I decided that I wanted to try to wrap her braids around her head, which means that there's probably a whole lot more links in them, but it looks cool, so I have not seen the new one. Like the new one, I want to say it looks alright, but at the same time, I have like this knee jerk reaction to live action remakes where there's something about them I can't get into them. It's like you have the original animated one. Why do you need a live action one? Um, and it doesn't help that with the live action ones, I tend to agree with Nostalgia Critic that they feel not as smart as the originals, even though they're supposed to be quote unquote for adults. Um, but then again, that gets into my problem with entertainment for adults. Anyway, because kids' entertainment actually has themes and stuff that you can look at and analyze, and I don't know, my inner English major likes it better. Alright. So. There we go. Just giving her some pretty long hair. But yeah, I feel like if you're going to tout something as a kid's thing for adults, you can't just dumb it down. you know, the. I'm probably coming across as way too opinionated here, but just. I don't know. If it feels like children's media shies away from the hard stuff less, which I mean is better for kids developmentally. So now let's open this. And let's do this teardrop shape here. Nothing new in chat. I keep thinking I see something change, but then I look over and I don't. So that's what's going on. It's that my eyes are playing tricks on me. Again, there it goes again, whatever. See. There's a nice little spiral design. I feel like this outfit is just a little impractical, but hey, it's magic and people fight with keys. At this point, I'm running out of stuff to say. It's the point of being able to talk if you don't really have anything to say. Oh well. I don't mean to wax philosophical on you guys. Thanks, by the way. Let's see. There's a little heart there. And there we go. I'm just going to simplify this a whole lot because even though I'm not stressing myself out too much, I would like to do at least one other drawing while I'm here. So Anybody seen Corner Gas? I don't remember if I've talked about it before. Probably. Um, it's a Canadian show. It takes place in Saskatchewan. At least I think that's how you pronounce it. Saskatchewan? Let me zoom out which way. Okay, that's the way that's supposed to curve. My Easter was pretty good. We didn't do too much. We've all basically just been sick this week. I was the last one to catch it, so hopefully, once I'm done, we're all done being sick. So, yeah, how were your Easters / April Fools if you don't celebrate Easter? Um, I personally kept forgetting that it was April Fool's Day. Um, so that led to some interesting encounters. What else? I also slept through most of it. But I think I needed to because at that point I was probably getting sick. Like, starting to. I didn't really get sick. Like, I didn't get, like, where I am now until yesterday. But, I could feel it coming on for a little bit. Hey. Thanks. How was your Easter, by the way, Fantasysaurus? I know I usually call you Dino, but I'm trying to get better at addressing people by the usernames that they're actually using right now. Let's see. Ready Player One? How was it? Oh no, I want to add the extra fins. I feel like they add a nice element to her design. I'm just taking forever. Bit under the weather today. Couldn't wear any makeup because my face is just covered in Vicks Vapor Rub. Hashtag not sponsored. But I didn't want to get the Vapor Rub mixed in with my makeup, so no makeup today. Which kind of stinks because, I mean, if you're on camera, really, you should be wearing at least a little bit. You know, doesn't have to be a whole lot, just like a light contour. And then maybe something to make you a little less shiny if you have greasy skin, like I do. So, but that's one of the things that kind of doesn't make sense to me is when people like news anchors are like, makeup is only for women. You're wearing makeup, dude. But, you know, that's about all I'm gonna say on the matter, is that if you see someone on TV or in a movie, there is a very good chance they're wearing at least a little bit of foundation, maybe some color correction, just stuff to make them a little more palatable for the camera, because I mean, it's my personal opinion that the camera doesn't actually like anyone. So, yeah, yeah, Rabbit is a fun little app website thingy. if you want to join, I mean, I'm not really sure that I've been part of the group long enough to be able to invite you, but Kunamut could. Sorry about that. My voice is not in good shape today. I'm just doing what I can here. Let's see, somewhere in here, there's a picture of Claire. It's a little dull, but, well, that is on the layer, not on the, didn't mean to do that, but let's just zoom in. Again, I'm not sure if you were here for this, Fantasy Saurus, but because I'm a little bit sick today, I'm not really gonna care too much about how many pieces I get done. I'm just gonna do what I can in the space that I have. If I get done everything I have planned, great. If I don't, oh well. So, yeah, this stream was meant to be a little more chill than perhaps I'm letting it be. I must have accidentally closed out my color window. Great. Oh well. I can get it back pretty easy. Didn't mean to do that one. Let's see what's going on. Movies I want to see for Rabbit Movie Night. Good question. I have really awful taste, so I'm not sure. I remember we talked about potentially seeing Quest for Camelot. That was mostly a joke, I'm aware. But let's see. That wasn't the file I wanted to look under. I wanted to look into my references and pull this up. Yeah, it is a little more modest. I think it even looks kind of regal. But are there any colors you'd like me to change? I know sometimes doll websites aren't that great in terms of color selection. I really do like this design though. It's really cool. The extra fins are just... Well, I've already said she looks regal, so... But, I mean, she does. I'm trying to think, though, of what would be a good movie to watch for Rabbit Movie Night. You know what? Hold on. I'm just gonna pull up my color window again and pick a nice golden color on my own. There we go. Alright. Let's see, what would be a good movie for movie night? I mean, I'm always game for Ella Enchanted. Ella Enchanted is a fun movie. Don't know if you guys would be interested in that one. Thanks. My throat is really giving me trouble now. That's okay though. But yeah, the seashell bikini, I don't know. It's one of the things that has dissuaded me from potentially going to school to become a mermaid in one of those kitschy tourist attractions down in Florida. That and the fact that my lung capacity has suffered since high school. I used to have such good lung capacity, and now it's just kind of not at all where it used to be. But, you know, it would be an interesting job. And, you know, it wouldn't be working at Disney, so. As much as I like Disney's products, I can like their products and dislike their usual business models, you know? I take quite a bit of objection to the way that Disney treats its workers and stuff. So, you know, but I mean, it is what it is. What's going on? Oh, that's one I want to see, but I don't think it'll be, I don't think we'll be able to see it on, movie night, though. I'm actually going to continue to use this off-white color for her skirt and stuff, and then I'm going to borrow this color from her mermaid form. That might be just a little too bright, though. Hold on, I want to try something. Yeah, I think this would look good. It's a little easier on the eyes, I think. Yeah. But, yeah, Disney is just... Well, nobody says I have to like them, so... Anything? I can change the shade on the dress. I've got Houdina asleep right over here on my bed, in that general direction. Sometimes she snores loudly. Today she's being pretty quiet, which is a nice change of pace for her. This morning, she's a great cat, don't get me wrong. I love her and I would not trade her for the world. But, she knocked over an entire pile of stuff I had, that I was going to organize today, and some of that included my sewing pins, and I was pretty upset with her. But right now she's asleep, just kind of chilling out, so for now she's okay. I really just need to start keeping squirt bottles near pretty much every place I don't want her to jump up. I think that might keep her from knocking my stuff over. So far she's learned to stay off my desk, alright. It's progress. Not really sure how much I can expect her to keep learning, though. She is a pretty old cat. Which is why I can't be too harsh on her, because, like I said, she's an old cat. Alrighty. Let's just add some highlights to their eyes. Or to the eyes on the designs. But yeah, I think if either of our cats snores a lot, it would be Yoshi. But Yoshi doesn't like sleeping in my room too much. I'm just gonna actually lighten up the additional fins a little bit, just to give her color scheme something a little more realistic to go with. And then I think I'm going to make these reds a bit bolder. But yeah, as for whether my cats snore loudly, it depends on the cat and it depends on the situation. I like that better. I'm just going to view background color, make it a little bit gray-ish. I don't know, her skin might be a little too light now that I think about it. Her hair's about spot on. What do you think? Season 2 of Miraculous Ladybug. It's, the animation isn't great, but I do like Luca more than I thought I would. So there's that. I'm just gonna keep using this dark brown. Nerdy asked me to draw a pug during my last live stream, so we will be drawing a pug. I decided to try to draw more of a retro pug than the current breed because no offense to people who like pugs, they're the individual dogs are great, but the fact that they exist is a tragedy. But yeah, Captain Hard Rock was a pretty good episode. I do feel like there's a little too much playing around with Cat Noir's feelings in this one. But I don't know, I've kind of distanced myself from the fandom and stuff, so just if there's any discourse about anything, do not let me know. I have no intention of getting into that mess. I do think Luca could use a better character model. There's just something about him that it's not Uncanny Valley, but it doesn't look good, and I can't quite put my finger on why. But yeah, it was basically what I expected from season 2 of the show. You know, I think that if there is discourse, it's probably because people got a little bit spoiled by fanfic. Because the fanfic for this show is amazing. But, you know, you have to keep in mind that the actual source material may disappoint. So, like, I didn't expect any big reveals. I do think that Mrs. Agreste is dead and that Gabriel may be planning to sacrifice Adrien. But other than that, I don't really know what to say. Again, I'm sorry if I'm spoiling everything. I'm trying not to give context to why I think what I think, because if you've already seen it, you know why I think that, and if you haven't, hopefully, what I think is just off the wall enough to keep it from spoiling. Um, thanks for the, thanks, I'm glad you think the pug is adorable. Rena Rouge, I liked her. I was disappointed, so much that I was disappointed with the ending of that episode. Not spoiling what happened, but I was very disappointed in how that episode ended. Although, how it got to its ending, with what the Kwame said to the wielder was interesting. But yeah, I don't really like the ending, but I do like how it got there. If that makes any sense. Anyway, we just gotta give this little guy some more wrinkles because pugs are wrinkly little dogs. Who do not deserve what breeding has done to them. I will never be mean to a pug, but I think breeding them the way that people breed them is already being mean to them. You know? Alright. I'll see you back in a little bit, I guess. Anyway. Ugh. This is very uneven. Anyway, pugs are like a light creamy color, I guess. I'm just gonna view background color. And fill that in. Gonna use this and fill in its little mouth. I'm not sure how much of this is my hand starting to go and how much of it might be a technical difficulty. But we shall see as this stream progresses. Again, I'm sorry if I don't really get that much done this time. It's, I've been coloring on the wrong layer this whole time. Oh well. Time to undo it all. Alright. There we go. So, what to talk about? Let's see. I did like that one episode, with the fanboy. And I thought it was really cool how, Cat Noir was able to get out of the situation, by asking the other guy for help. That was a pretty cool move. Okay, I might actually have time to go back and fix skin tone. But first I just want to select these little eyes and make them look a little less creepy. There we go. Alright. There we go. That's cuter. Good luck with that. Writing is really hard. I haven't done much in terms of writing. Mainly because I've been trying to keep up with this art stuff. But, that's a good goal. That's definitely a good goal. I'm not sure whether I'm gonna see Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, but it might be fun. And if you have your first draft done before then, you should be able to go and see it without worrying too much more about deadlines and stuff. I don't know, I'm trying not to ramble on mindlessly too much. But, let's just give this thing some really cute highlights in his eyes. There we go. It's okay. I took on the requests. I actually haven't had too many commissions lately, which is fine. It's actually a little bit of a boon while I get used to pumping out requests more often. And also I've been doing more traditional art. I'm not sure if I told you guys, but I joined an art club locally. And that's been taking up some of my time. Because I've been trying to get used to working more traditionally, I guess. That might be just a touch too dark. There we go. So yeah, my lack of writing is entirely on me. But it has been fun looking for more stuff to do. Let's see. I did get a job offer that would have me teaching art classes on Wednesdays, so I might have to move these request streams to a different day. But I'm pretty sure that you guys will be cool with that. I'm just not sure how it's going to pan out fully. I was debating about mentioning it today, but cat's out of the bag. So yeah, I may potentially have to move these streams to a different day. And I'm just gonna change the background color here to something a little more that looks better. Thanks. I'm not entirely it's not for sure yet, but it's a possibility and one that I am very interested in pursuing. Anyway, this one is a scene from an RP that Aqua Stormfall and I were doing based on an alternate universe where Anne and Jason find out that they're actually siblings. Thank you for understanding. I will keep you guys posted. If I have to move around my schedule a little bit, I still want to try and stream. I still want to try and stream twice a week, even if it's one stream a day on 2 different days. But yeah, it's just gonna take some adjustments and stuff. But adjustments are good. You know, they keep you from getting stale and stagnant, so. There's some more of Anne's hair spikes. So, how about that reveal in Darkness Descending? Since I believe, since I'm pretty sure that, Fantasy Saurus is the only one watching, right now. I'm not sure. I can't analyze too much just looking at the chat on my phone. I did not expect the reveal to go down like this. I'm excited to see where it goes. No spoilers, of course, but, yeah, I was, I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. I'm just kind of stream of consciousness, rambling and stuff, and I'm umming and ahhing a lot. But, whatever. So yeah, this is from an RP that Aqua Stormfall and I did, in which Jason and Anne find out that they're siblings. And, yeah, this is Jason hugging Anne. Okay, that explains it. That's okay. The way that, we justified it in our RP was pretty weird. Like, Professor Yeller used Anne as a guinea pig for a teleportation experiment, and, that's how she got not on Hearthen in this one. It's a whole lot of contrivedness, and, I totally understand not including it. That said, for the purposes of this RP and Darkness Descending, it is pretty cool. So, let's see. Here's the pillow. Can't believe we still have 13 minutes left. We're making surprisingly good time. I'm doing better. Like I just said, I can't believe we have 13 minutes left. That is a whole lot more time than I thought I'd have. I thought I was gonna go at like a snail's pace here. But evidently I'm not. Alright, so let's open up a previous request with these two to get their colors right. Yeah, this is flat color. How are you doing, Sir Kunamat? Man, I feel bad. I'm getting really tired. I'm still gonna tune into your stream, but I might not be too active in the chat. Sir Kunamat, it's just really, oof. Did not expect to tucker out this quickly. Well, I mean, I guess I did. It's just disappointing that I was right. Anyway, so let's just grab a skin tone. I believe I use the same one for both of them. Alrighty. Okay. Let's see. I guess that's one good thing about cats. You don't really have to take them out too much. I don't know what I was thinking with the reds in this one. I'm just gonna pick a different red that I like better. I forgot to include her sleeve, but I'll just say that's her transfusion arm. Alrighty, so let's just make this pillow kind of bland. And then I'm going to change the background color. What is the background color in Merlin's house? That is an excellent question. I think it's like a dark purple, kind of desaturated. If it's not, then I'll fix it later. And then I'll just give the blanket kind of a greenish color. And then I'm gonna hit Protect Alpha. And kind of, you know what, I'm gonna make the blanket blue. And then with a yellowish color, I'm gonna go in and put in some stars. Just to kind of hey Aqua. Cool, I'm glad it's going well. I'll have to look at your stuff a little bit more closely, Toshlan. It should be easy enough to do. I'm just kind of out of it today. So, I'll queue that up for next week or so. Since I think you're new to my request streams, I stream every Wednesday, 2 and 6 p.m. US Central Time. And, yeah, I just do whatever I have time for per stream, and anything that doesn't get done gets saved for the next week. We've had a pretty full request list lately, which I personally really like, just because it means I don't have to worry so much about, oh my gosh, am I gonna run out of time? But yeah, I will consider making a banner for you. Not sure if I should though, because I do post all of these on Instagram, and just I don't know if the banner will be appropriately sized. Yes, it is. I have a green screen and a face cam. I'm really out of it today. Just saying, I'm kind of sick, so I slathered menthol rub all over my face, and then I couldn't put on my makeup because of that I usually do. So I look pretty bad today. But yeah, we're at 2:54. I think I can swing this last request. I'm not going to finish it this time. I'll pick it up later. I think I still have that reference thing on my desktop. I do not. Oh wait, yes I do. Never mind. This was asked for anonymously on Tumblr. So, yeah. Just gonna draw it. Like I said, I'm probably just gonna come back to it later. Since I've got 5 minutes left. Apparently this character is from a TV show called Mucha Lucha. And I'm on the wrong layer. I haven't seen it, but the art style looks interesting. Since I haven't seen it, there's not too much I can say about it. If I had to guess what it's about, I'd say it's probably about kids who are luchadors with powers or something. But yeah, if anyone's seen the show, tell me about it, because I haven't seen it. Okay, there we go. The art style reminds me a lot of El Tigre, so it's probably, I don't know. I don't know if it's from the same creators. I don't even really know if the creators from El Tigre would have had the time to work on this. Last I checked, Del Toro has left the world of children's cartoons. At least for now. And, I don't know what Jorge Gutierrez is up to. But, it would be interesting to see who made this show. So, let's see. The art style on the cloud is interesting. From what I can tell from the reference image, it airs on Cartoon Network, which I don't have because we don't have cable or satellite or anything. We're pretty much just internet. So, have not seen it. Let's just line this. And we still have 2 minutes left. But yeah, except for this one, I will be... Yeah, I am talking about Mucha Lucha. I don't know why I haven't seen it. I don't know, it looks interesting. But for now, I'm just gonna wrap up this part of his mask. Still got a minute left, so I'm just gonna copy it on this side. My hand does not want to move in the directions I want to move it. Alright, so I'm going to get a light blue and just use that for his eyes. And yeah, I think from here I'm going to call it I'm gonna call it a stream for now. If I can just scoot over. Well, for now I'm just going to check off the ones that we've already done today. We have made some very nice progress, and then I'll add any new requests to the list after this. So I'm just gonna save this, and then I'm going to scoot over here, and I'm gonna call it a stream. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Have a great afternoon. I'll be back in about 3 hours. Bye.